Hello, I am going to repaint Slimy's skin. And I have deselected the eyes. You can see I only have his skin selected. So he's selected. You can see his eyes over here are not selected. So you hold the L key over the material, and I separated his eye pupils, his irises, and from his eye. And they were here, but I moved them over. So you can see that his eye is getting repainted. And now I'm going to repaint the front selection of him right here. So I selected his UVs by holding the cursor over the UVs and I hit L. You can do it in the UV editor window, or you can also do it if I click off to the side. You can also do it over here in the 3D viewport window. And this is the editor window. And if I hold my cursor over this area, I can select it. And if I want to select more, I just move my mouse. But just going to do his skin. So I'm selecting his faces, his polygon faces. And now I'm going to go to the up here to the edit tab, and I'm going to come down here to weight paint and click, or not weight paint, excuse me, but texture paint. And now we're in the texture paint section. And here's where we can paint him. And if we select the fill tool, and then over here on the right side of the viewport menu, texture viewport menu, we can select the tool. And if you can't see this and it's window, you just close like this, just hit this little tiny gray arrow. You can barely see it. It's right behind the wheel, the rotation wheel for the viewport, for the 3D viewport. And just click right there. And now we have a new menu with a bunch of stuff. So what we want to do is we want to go to the brushes, and then we really want to get to the brush settings. So we have a brush made and selected right here, the F-Fill brush. And we want to come down here to gradient. Well, we're on gradient, and this is the color we have chosen. So I was playing with this, and I wanted to show you. Now I click and I drag down to paint. And I'm just doing the front of Slimy. And there we have it. So now that we paint it, if we want to paint a solid color, we can just go switch to color. And then we can pick any color and just click on it and fill. But we have to have this right here next to texture paint. We have to have paint mask selected. If we don't, it's just going to fill the whole character like that. So then it'll just be painted all the same color. And that's kind of cool. So if I just want to paint a selection, then I would go and I would select just the ones I want, and I would turn on in texture mode, I would turn on this guy. And now we're back to, what color did we just do there? So let's go back to the texture paint. And well, let's make sure that, so I'm going to hold the cursor over his eyes. We'll do this one more time. Hold my little mouse cursor over his little eye sections. Click L, and they got selected. Oops, not that one. Edit, undo. Or actually, I want to do the opposite. I want to click off, and I want to hold my cursor over his body skin. So I'm holding the cursor and click L. And now that's selected. Now when I go into texture paint, then I can paint just the skin with the mask on. So this little tiny blue box. And then he's already painted. So, but if we wanted to go a little bit lighter with the solid color, then we could do that. We can click it off to see what it looks like. Looks about the same. So we can do purple, or we can do pink. So let's do purple for now. And also let's do a gradient purple. So over here in this menu, we can fold this brushes menu up. And then we can come down here and click on gradient. And then we can change our colors to purple. There we go. That's not really purple, is it? I need to get up here. There we go. And I'm going to drag this color down here and make a color swatch. And I'm going to delete, no, I'll just leave this. And then I select the little tiny envelope boxes, and then I select this one. And then I click on the circle and drag, and also click and drag on these options down here. And see the color change right there on the fly. So it's going to go a little bit lighter. And there's alpha. Ooh. And that shows right here. And then I'll just go to purple. And then let's pick maybe kind of a dark purple like that. Like dark blue. So we can add a bunch if we want. Click this plus to add more colors. And we click the minus. We select one and click the minus to subtract it. And you can do little things like flip the color with this little drop down arrow. Distribute, stops from left, and then the eyedropper. And reset. Oh, that's kind of cool. Reset color ramp. Okay, so let's put let's do maybe, let's go down. We pull this value bar either on the right side of the color circle wheel, or down here in value. We can turn it up and down. So let's push this. Pull that one there and that one there. Okay. So can you see that? You can go up here. This is really cool to edit, preferences, and then right up here in interface, you select the interface tab and display right at the top, resolution, and you can see it on the fly. So if I pull that open, then and I close this window. There, you can see the color wheel, the color gradient color better, and I can pull it out. And then you can do as many colors as you want. So that's kind of fun. Plus, so it looks like it clicks right by where I made it. So I click on the color bar and then hit plus. One pops in and they slide over the top of each other like that. So we can do kind of like a beautiful rainbow color, like just rainbow it up with like a deep blue and then go lighter and lighter. And then we can go blue again. The colors of the rainbow around the emerald, the Bible says that the colors around the rainbow, God's throne, that there's a rainbow around his head, that's emerald. In Revelations, it's one of my favorite verses in Revelation 4. So we can just maybe pull this out and just hit the minus and make it nice and lavender, nice and pretty. And then we can lighten this up a bit. See how that goes. And then maybe darken that up. Let's see how that goes. Okay, we'll spread them out. We could add a whole bunch more, but let's see what that looks like. Okay. So that's the brush settings. And we can pull that over to the side or we can hit N like that. Okay, let's see slimy. I'm liking the color that I have on there now. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that kind of makes it really blue, really dark blue. More of a, but if I pull down here and then pull up, there we go. We get kind of a darker color along the bottom. And a light color along the middle. That looks so cool. Okay, let's go to the brushes, the brush settings, and pull this out. And then let's add, maybe, let's go here. That, adding that there made it a little bit lighter. There we go. And let's make this one dark one at the top a little bit. And let's add another one. There. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. This one seems kind of like it should be. I don't know, let's just put a blue in there and see how that looks. And then let's make this. Let's try that. A little bit darker. Okay. That looks cool. And then let's add a light one here too. Let's make this lighter. Not light enough. There we go. Okay, let's add another one. Let's put it here. And let's add another. Let's add a little bit of another blue. And maybe something a little bit more purple. There we go. There we go. And then let's add some light color there. I'll add another one. I wonder if I can do that. Oh yeah, it looks like I can just select some of my palette colors that I made You can just drag colors down here. And you can make new palettes too. So it looks like my palette is full. Or is it? Oh, looks like I add more colors here. Move palette color. Oh, you can move them up and down and then sort by hue. That's kind of cool. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. And then you can add more palettes. This new palette color. Oh, that's what we do. Okay. And just add a bunch of these. I guess. And it's choosing the color that I have selected above the viewport. And then you can click and drag and drop the colors that you make down into this. Drop color. Cool, cool, cool. And then the minuses, you can delete some. So here's where you add them. Yeah, very cool. There's a green. Let's drag that down there. And then you can add more palettes and name them. So we can name this the animate tear. Animate tear, that's me. Okay. And I paint tear too. So there we go. Okay. And we could delete some of these. We could delete these colors. There we go. So that's really fun. I love to do this. I'm still studying, learning a lot more about the texture paint section. Okay, so colors. Let's try this new gradient. Look, let's get that pink out. That's gonna mess up my emeraldish rainbow. And let's bring this color down a little bit. There we go. See how that goes. That's a lot of colors. I wonder how many I can put in there. We'll test that later. Okay. Oh, my little Slimer. My Slimy, you look so cool. Let's see. So we click while we're on this fill tool. We click into it. Ooh, yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see. Maybe I should pull it down there. Yeah, that's fun. All right. That looks good. Maybe I'll go back to see what that first one was. I liked that one. He looks so cute. Okay, I can also paint his mouth. But let's switch from gradient to color. And then let's twirl these. We'll click this little arrow circle. And then that'll give me black up here. Now, if we want to shortcut that up here and switch the colors around, let's put a different color here. Let's do like, well, that's not what I meant to do. So I'll switch that and let's do purple and then black. And you can swirl them like that. And then if you come out here to the 3D viewport and you want to switch these two colors while you're at it, you can hit the N key. Close, open, and close that, N. And we're on the tool and come out here. We'll scroll with our scroll wheel, zoom in. And then you can switch these colors. I'm going to get off the fill tool and get on the draw tool. And if you want to switch them, so if I start painting with black and I want to switch that, I'm going to edit and do that. Then I just click the X. But you have to, one of the things I've been noticing is try to hold the X, the mouse over the two colors. And I'll be like, X, it's not working. So just hold your mouse under the menu bar in the viewport and hit X, and the colors will switch like that. And then you can hit F and drag your mouse to change the size. So I was going to go in here and paint his mouth a little bit with some black. Oh, I'm on purple. Let's get on the black by clicking the X, and I switched it. There we go. And then zoom in and F to scroll down a bit smaller. And then I can also drag the size of the, if I don't want to use the keyboard shortcut. There, that looks cute. There. So the strength is here as well. If you want to go lighter. And X, and I put the strength down so I can pull that so I can paint there, make it a little bit lighter. And just wanted to kind of shadow that in there. Hey, and X, and click the radius down, the strength down, and should put a little dark purple in there, but that looks good enough. Oh, looks like a shadow. All right. Okay, that looks cool. And then we could add a little bit of other really cute things to painting. Our slimy. But I'm going to click File, Save. And I'm also going to come over here into the UV editor window. And I'm going to click, I got my paint there. And if you're not seeing your UV, where was that little? I think we're on we're in the UV editor. Then you can go here. Oh, we're in texture paint mode. That's why we're not seeing. So we can toggle back here to edit mode. And then this, remember this little guy, UV sync settings. So if you're not seeing anything when it's turned off, and you're not seeing your UVs over here on your material, remember to click on your UV sync selection, and then that will sync it up. Otherwise, you're only going to see it when you select your object, and then you'll see them. So that's something that if you're playing around and you're painting in here, you're learning. So I move my eyes out here a little bit. Slimy is purple today. Lavender. Okay, so he's so cute. Slime time. Okay. So that was fun painting him. Oh, let's look at what he looks like with his skin now in object mode. There we go. In the scene, he looks pretty cool. And I can come up here and turn off the show overlays like that and deselect him. Get a better look. He needs a little shaping and I need to lay out his polys, but for today, that's awesome. These are his little slime buddies and I need to color them different colors. So, okay. I'll see you in the next painting section. In the next lesson. Okay, this is Starflute Games, sharing all of our Blender tips and tricks with you. Hoping you have a blessed day. Bye for now.